welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at something that seems, well, really small on the surface, a single component. It's the AIDA Imaging CS4K-5.0F 5mm lens.
Right. And you might just glance at the specs, but it's $95 price tag.
Yeah,
It actually tells a much, much bigger story.
exactly. It's this little window into global manufacturing supply chains and even trade tariffs.
Our mission here is to synthesize that for you. We'll hit the technical needs for anyone interested in 4K gear, but then, quickly get into the business side of it all.
The technical and the logistical. So let's start there. What does a fixed 5mm lens that's optimized for 4K really tell us?
It tells you right away this is a specialty tool. It's a fixed lens type f2.0 aperture, so no zoom capability at all.
Okay, so it's built for one job.
Precisely. A 5mm fixed lens is engineered for high precision, minimal distortion. Think tight industrial monitoring or surveillance.
Like a sniper scope for a 4K environment.
That's a good way to put it.
And the source material really doubles down on that precision. It says the lens is tuned for 4K and specifically has to work with two different sensor sizes.
The 11.7 year and the 12.5 year affair.
Yeah.
And that's the major technical trade-off you have to be aware of.
How so?
Well, if you put this CS mount lens on the larger 11.7 air sensor, you get a much wider horizontal field of view. We're talking 87 degrees. But then you switch it to the smaller 12.5 euro sensor and your view tightens down quite a bit to 69 degrees.
And the lens itself is tiny. It weighs, what, 1.44 ounces?
Incredibly small, which just underscores the challenge of keeping that 12 megapixel precision in such a small package.
That kind of precision really ties into manufacturing quality, which I guess brings us to the logistics side. Where is AIDA building this?
They're pretty open about their global strategy, the R&D, all the design work that's done here in the United States.
But the actual manufacturing?
That's handled in South Korea. You often see that kind of global split when you need specific high-end materials for something as precise as a 4K lens.
Okay, which leads us to what I think is the most critical piece of this entire deep dive, the tariff.
Yeah, this is a fascinating nugget of information.
Our sources state very clearly that effective October 9, 2025, AIDA put a 15% tariff across all of its products.
Right.
But the really striking part is that the $95 price you see for this lens today already includes that 15% increase.
It's a remarkable level of transparency. They aren't hiding the cost or waiting for some future date. They're baking it right into the MSRP.
So for you, the buyer, that $95 from a distributor like HDTV Supply is the all-in price.
And it gets you more than just the lens. It bundles in free USA shipping, a 2-year warranty, and lifetime tech support. You're paying that tariff-inclusive price for a product that's guaranteed to be up to date.
So if we connect all these dots, we've gone from a really specific technical niche,
A fixed dual-sensor optimized lens.
all the way to these critical market logistics. U.S. design, South Korean manufacturing, and a price that reflects a transparent embedded tariff.
And that leaves you with a really important question to think about as you're researching and comparing costs.
Okay.
We know for a fact that this specific $95 lens openly includes a 15% tariff. So what does that same policy implicitly mean for AIDA's more expensive gear? Take their UHD 6G 200 POV camera, which lists for $1,000. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? How much of that price is the hardware and how much is based on that same transparent cost structure? It kind of reframes how you look at their entire lineup.